Good morning, VD teacher, and good morning, student.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. So,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
yeah,
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. What I want to know first now today is that Prince, are you there?
Yes, sir, I
Prince,
am here, sir.
Prince, why did you take the name of Kundan Sharma in the morning session? Why? His name is there in the list, and today he's
Yes,
absent.
sir. Yes, sir. Means he called in the morning that he will not be able to take the class because from past 2 days there is no electricity at his home, sir.
Okay. That is the reason.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. In morning he called me and told me that he will not be able to attend the
Okay.
class.
Now I understood. But morning I was a bit confused. Why you have taken this name?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aman Gupta
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to say
I am
something.
present, sir.
Kundan Sharma present now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Why did you get the connection this time?
Yes, sir.
What happened in the morning?
Dara.
So from
Problem.
hello. Yes, sir. Due to electricity problem.
Okay. ठीक है Kundan, be in the class
Okay, sir.
and take the note which I have given in the morning session regarding seasoning of wood.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
we should take the note because we have already discussed about that in detail.
Okay, sir.
Now I will be first completing uh, the. We had a question answer session earlier, probably last week, and most of the students I have spoken to, but there are few students either they were absent or they had some problem, microphone problem or something, so that we cannot have the bit of question answer session, that is short session. So first of all, let me complete that. I will request TKG sir, if you mention the students who were absent last class or
Yes,
those
sir.
who have not responded.
Yes, sir. Otul Raj, are you there?
Yes,
Otul.
sir. Yes, sir.
So last class, are you joined in the or participate in the question answer session?
Yes, sir.
You participated?
Yes, sir. Second last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
And Anindo Ghosh, Anindo, are you there?
Onindo Ghosh.
Serial
What is
number
this?
3. Serial number 3.
3.
But Otul Raj, I have no mark. Anindo, are you there? Anindo? No. Mm, Then, sir. Niladri Pal. Niladri Ranjan Pal. Niladri, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you participated in the question answer session
Yes, sir.
in
I
the last week?
participated last week.
Okay. So, student 1 to 20, those who are not participated in the question answer session, please call your name. 1 to 20, serial number.
Sir, I did not participate. Aditya Banerjee.
Aditya, what is your serial number? That
11.
11. 11, okay. Okay, sir. BDC, sir. Student, 1 minute. BDC are getting some problem, technical problem. So, please.
Aditya, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm present.
Thank you, Roman. You are present. Okay.
Hmm.
Last question is absent or what?
The you ask question is Aditya Banerjee.
Yes, sir.
Were you absent in the last class?
No, sir, I was not
No,
absent in the last class, but I did not participate in the question answer session. Like you were asking questions, but I did not answer any question.
Okay. So Aditya, you're 11. Now tell me, Aditya, I want to ask you 2 questions regarding the fitting shop. One question from the fitting shop.
Yes, sir.
The question is, tell me the different types of cutting tools which are used in fitting shop. Name the name, yeah.
Hacksaw, chisel, file.
Hacksaw, chisel, file. So these are the 3 categories of tools which are available for cutting operation, material
Yes.
removal operation. Then you tell me, do you know that there are varieties of files? There are
Yes, sir.
various types. Can you tell some of the varieties of files?
Square file, knife edge files, round file, triangular files.
These are the files which you have mentioned are according to the cross-sectional area of the file.
Yes, sir.
The triangular file is triangular in shape, round file is round in shape. That's all right. Apart from this, yes, this is correct what you have said. But apart from this, there are files uh, which can be classified according to the cut, the number of cuts. Do you remember?
Like single cut file and double cut file.
Yes. There are single cut file, there are double cut file. There are 1 to name more names. Do you remember? Those are
No,
according to grade.
no, sir, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Well, let me ask you one question on uh, carpentry work, woodwork. Tell me, what are the main classification of wood?
Deciduous and coniferous.
Deciduous and conifers, right. So what are the wood which is available under conifer? What type of wood? What do we call it?
Pine wood and fir wood.
Right, those are the plants, but the wood or timber we call by a name. And for deciduous, under deciduous group, there are certain plants, trees. The wood or timber of that deciduous group available from those deciduous group of trees, we have a separate name.
Hardwood trees and softwood trees.
Do not ask me question. If you know, then you answer.
Hardwood and softwood.
Which one for which group?
Coniferous, softwood belongs to coniferous wood and coniferous tree, and hardwood belongs to deciduous trees.
Okay, that's right, Aditya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So next, Sagnik Mukherjee.
Sir, did you call me?
Who?
What is your name?
Sir, Anindo.
Anindo. So Anindo, are you participating in the last class? That is question answer session.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there.
Achha. So
Sir, I was eating, so I came a bit late.
Mm-hmm.
So I call the name Sagnik Mukherjee, serial number 19. Sagnik, are you there? Sir, Sagnik was present in the last class.
Sagnik
sir?
Mukherjee, no. He was absent in the morning also.
Okay.
So make him absent again
Hmm.
in the second half.
Anyone from 1 to 20 not participate in the question answer session? 1 to 20, anyone? Serial number? Not anyone.
No, I don't think any more student is there. They can move to the next group.
21 to 30. Anyone not participate in the question answer session? Serial number 20 to 30.
What about Aman Gupta?
Sir, Satam, serial number 25. I think Sotam,
Yes, sir, I was not there.
Sotam is absent. Sir, Sotam joined the last class, sir. Previous class.
No, sir, I
Previous-
wasn't. I haven't.
Aman Gupta.
No, Sotam, sir. Sotam Bhattacharjee. Serial number 25.
But he was absent earlier also.
Earlier also, but I asked you that previous class.
But
That is-
Satyam, today you were present, I think.
Yes, sir, I am present today.
Yeah,
So
in the
that is your first class. In the first one class, and that is your second class today. So why are you
Satyam,
absent in the so many classes?
yes, your attendance is very poor, Satyam.
Yes, sir, I actually, my mom, she is not well, so she is in hospital, and I have informed Somin sir about it. So that's the reason I was
Where
not
do you
able to.
stay?
I'm from Howrah.
Is she still unwell?
Yes, sir, she is still in the hospital.
Oh,
She is having some liver damage and liver failure problems, so she's still in the hospital.
okay, Satyam, you have you attended, how many classes you have attended? One or two classes maybe
Yes, sir,
of,
yes, sir,
of
but I
the
have took the notes from my friend. I took
taken
the
the
notes.
notes.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, one or two?
Yes, sir, for sure.
First of all, you tell me then the names of some measuring and marking tools used in fitting shop. Measuring
Yes,
and
sir, your voice
marking.
got cut.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes, sir, clearly.
Okay. I said, can you tell us the names of few instruments or tools
yes, sir.
which are used for measuring and marking operation in the fitting shop?
Like surface plate, divider, inside
Yes, you
caliper,
carry on. Divider is all right. Inside caliper, then
and yes, steel rule, measuring tape. This only I know.
there's three you only know. And do you know the material which was chosen as a workpiece while we had been discussing about the workpiece, and we have shown a video also. Probably you have missed the video.
No, I missed the video.
Yeah. So can you tell
But
us
I,
the but
yes, sir. The materials used for work is right.
what is the material you use for workpiece?
Wood, metal, plastic, stone.
No, for fitting shop job, we said that we are using this material. So we have
Okay.
named certain material. Do you remember that, or do you know about it?
No. I don't know about that, sir.
No, you were not there.
No. I don't know about that.
Okay. So this morning you were there. So tell
Yeah,
me,
this morning.
which of the seasoning process today we have discussed.
The
You,
seasoning process.
which of the seasoning process you think is gives better result?
Which of the seasoning process gives better result?
You
Sir?
tell me the name of the different seasoning processes we have discussed this morning.
Like artificial, natural, water, natural
Artificial.
seasoning.
All right. So which of this process, like artificial, natural, which process gives better result? That means we get better quality of food from which
Natural,
seasoning process? Natural.
natural.
And which one takes lesser
More
amount
time.
of time? Lesser amount of
Artificial.
time. Artificial.
Artificial. Mhm.
Okay, Satyam, no more questions to you right now, but keep in touch with the classes and class notes.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I'm very sorry for that actually,
Hmm.
because
ठीक है.
it's
No.
not only you. Well, my physics teacher Somnath sir, yes, he is also very pissed off with me for that reason. But like I have nothing to do. Like, I can't
ठीक
help it.
है. You see,
But then also I am trying
if
my best to
if
do
you
it.
have to take care of your mother, serve your mother, that is also an important work. But at the same time, the classes are on, so you have to keep track of both.
Yeah.
So you have to take help of your friends
Yes,
in
sir.
this.
I took the notes. I took the notes from Aditya. I took the notes.
Okay. ठीक
Aditya
है.
helped me in that. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Satyam. For now, it is all right.
Thank you.
Next, serial number 26, Elan Raza. Elan was absent in the last class. Elan, are you present today? Elan, are you present there?
Ilan Raza.
Serial number 26. Okay. So, are you
Ilan Raza.
participating in the question answer session?
When? Last week? Or before that?
Last week you was absent, but before that, the last. Actually, this question answer session gets some marks, and it is added in your sessional marks. That is why. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
So, Ilan Raza, let me ask you one or two questions. But you have already participated.
So,
Then it's all right. Let's move to somebody else.
Pooja Kumari. Pooja,
Yeah, Pooja was
Yes,
there.
sir.
are you participated in the question answer session?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pooja participated. What about Aman Gupta?
Aman Gupta. Aman Gupta, are you present there?
Yes, sir.
Aman?
Yes, sir.
But Aman, you were absent in the morning session.
नहीं सर माइक प्रॉब्लम था मैंने लैपटॉप से ज्वाइन करा तो उसमें माइक काम नहीं कर रहा
You have written in the chat box or not?
यस सर मैंने लिखा था चैट बॉक्स
Yeah. But you have not, the day when I asked questions, few questions to all, you were not there. You didn't answer.
यस
So today I'm asking you 1, 2, 3 questions. So tell me, Aman, that when we talk about the safety rules which are to be followed in industrial workshops, factories, etc. So tell me about 3 safety rules which should be followed while working in workshops.
शॉर्ट नेल्स
Short,
Nail, actually. He
acha.
said that short nail.
The nail should be cut properly. It should be short, okay? Then
पोजीशन स्टैंडिंग इन प्रॉपर पोजीशन
standing in proper position. Which position?
Boats.
Mm-hmm.
Boats. Boats.
I didn't hear you properly. Talking about
Sir,
coats.
Boats, sir. Boats.
Boot. Shoes, you mean?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Proper shoes. Anything else? What about
Proper
the
dress.
proper dress? Shoes comes under dress code. Now, tell me about environment. How the environment should be in the workshop. Do you know anything about the condition of workshop when you work in a workshop? Do you remember any point?
Proper ventilation.
Proper ventilation. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Light sound be there. Light sound be there.
Lights on.
Light should be there.
Hmm. Light should be there so naturally. Without light, can you work? It should be sufficient. Proper lighting should be there. That should be the answer. Okay.
Yes.
Acha, tell me, what is the name of the holding tool used in fitting shop? Holding tool with which you hold the job and work on the job. Job means workpiece here.
Bench wise.
Bench wise. That is true. And when you fit the material on the bench wise, the workpiece, I'm talking about the workpiece. Rather you tell me, do you know the material of the workpiece which we have told you that normally we take this type of workpiece and do fitting shop job?
Milled steel.
Milled. It is not milled. You should pronounce it as a mild steel.
Yes, sir. Mild.
MS. All right, Aman.
Next, serial number 34, Anubhav Kumar. Anubhav Kumar, I
No,
think he's left the.
Anubhav Kumar is not there.
And Sangeeta Jha,
Yes, sir.
you are not participated in the question answer session. So
Actually, I
you
was
are,
absent on that
you
week.
are, right. Your mother has expired. So
No, my father.
father.
I'm sorry, Sangeeta, but you are absent also, no? For 2
Yeah,
classes.
yeah.
Now you will be present in the classes?
Yes, sir.
Now
From
on?
this week, I'm attending all the classes.
Okay. But which classes you attended? Did you attend the, what do you call?
Today's first class.
No, that she has attended.
Achha. Actually, first 2 classes he attended, and all class up to 16-12 he was absent. She was absent.
Sangeeta, which area we have already discussed? First, we have taken up the safety of the industrial safety, workshop safety rules, regulations. Then we have discussed and seen the working of fitting shop, where metal pieces are given shape and size. And then we are now in the, what do you call, carpentry work, where wood is the material, working material. So out of these 3, which part you were in the class, or I may ask you 1 or 2 questions.
From the morning session that we have done.
Today's morning session. Hmm. But you must collect the notes
Yes,
from
yes,
others.
my friends has given. Moinzila and Rita has
Hmm.
given.
You have to collect the notes and go through
Yes.
them. And of course, you have missed a video we have already shown for fitting shop job. Anyway, you tell me
Okay, sir.
today's morning session. Tell me a little bit about the artificial seasoning process. How it
Artificial seasoning
takes
is
place.
it is the process is done on the floor by the stick or trunk
By
is
the,
driven inside a sealed room or a chamber. Mm,
I didn't get your point. It is done in the floor. Then what did you say?
floor where a trunk, which is driven inside a sealed room or a chamber.
It is not a trunk. I said a truck.
And
Truck
the
means a
traffic.
carrier truck.
Oh, okay. And the hot air is circulated,
Hmm.
which is to be followed.
And then
There
how
is a
much?
provision of circulation of the stream and the time interval, the quality of the wood,
Hmm.
the moisture content, which is to be checked and taken in the consideration. And the time taking in this process is half of the natural seasoning.
Yeah, it's much less than natural seasoning. It is not half exactly, but it is much less than natural seasoning. Natural seasoning can take more than a month, but normally average time for artificial seasoning is around 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maximum.
Okay.
Well, Sangeeta, it is all right for you but try to be at par with other students, getting the
Yes,
notes and all.
yes, sir, I will take care. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Next, serial number 39, Chandrani Das Sharma.
Yes, sir.
So you are the same as Sangita. Only 4 classes, 2 classes you are present, but all that classes you have absent. So up
Which number?
1612. That is a 39 serial number.
Okay, Chandrani.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Chandrani, you were also absent for a long time.
So Chandrani was present in the today's first class.
Yes.
Okay.
What happened to you, Chandrani? Why you were not present in the class? Earlier
Sir,
classes?
sir, actually I had fractured my leg, so I had to go to the hospital and all.
Oh. How are you now?
Yes, sir. I
The plaster is removed.
Yes, sir, it is removed now.
Acha. Can you walk now properly?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Acha.
I am wearing a crepe bandage.
Hmm. So then it is the same thing. The earlier sessions you were not acquainted with, like the
Sir,
fitting
I
shop.
have yes, sir, I have done the first class. I guess yes, the fitting shop class.
Very fast
That
2 classes.
safety class. Yes, sir, I have done those classes.
The first class of fitting shop.
Yes, sir, and that safety class also I've done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then tell me some safety rules should be followed in workshops.
The working place must have proper illumination and it must have proper ventilation, and we should wear proper uniform like gloves and protective glasses, protective gears.
Hmm.
And the working place should be clean from oil and grease.
The floor.
And yes, sir. They
Hmm.
should be clean from oil and grease, and the machines should be checked before starting.
Machine should be checked before starting. That's true. Anything regarding fitting shop? You said that you have joined the first class.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell the name of certain tools which are used in fitting shop?
Yes, sir. In fitting shop, the holding tools used
Hmm.
are bench wise and clamp,
Right.
and the measuring tools like the ruler and the vernier caliper, gauge box, etc. And the cutting tools like the chisel, hacksaw, and file.
Right. But gauge box, I don't remember. We have
Answer
discussed.
ruler.
Ruler and vernier caliper.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And have you seen those tools? We have shown it through camera. The tools which are used. I don't know that class you are present or not. Maybe not.
No, sir. No.
Not the video also. There was a video showing a job is done in the workshop, in the fitting shop. Probably you were absent on that day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chandrani, it's all right. But be there and collect all the notes.
Yes, sir. I've already collected the notes.
Right.
Student 30 to 40, 50. Anyone left to participate in the question and answer session? I think Sagnik Vishwas, 49. Sagnik, are you
Sab-
present?
Sub 49 Subhajit Sound.
No,
No,
serial 49.
Sagnik
No.
Vishwas. I called the name Sagnik Vishwas.
Yes, Sagnik is there. I think he is absent in the morning also.
Oh,
All the classes is absent, I think.
all the
Topon,
classes. Only one class. He was present only one class.
has he left? We don't know.
No, sir, I don't know.
Hmm.
And 52 last. Anyone not participate in the question and answer session? Please.
What about Pratik Tiwari?
I think Arun Kumar also. Arun Kumar was absent.
Pratik Tiwari
Yes,
is
sir. I was
absent.
absent in the last.
Arun Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Arun
And
Kumar.
And Potik Tiwari also.
Pratik Tiwari is absent all through, I think.
No, sir. Potik Tiwari only first two classes absent, then present, and last class he was absent.
No, last two morning classes he is absent.
Achha, 2 days class.
Today also is absent.
Potik, are you there? Potik? No.
And what about this boy?
Arun Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Have I asked you questions earlier? Arun?
No, sir.
No. But you have missed some classes.
No, sir. Previous week only second session I have not done.
No, but previous week first session also, I think you were absent. No?
No, sir. I was
last
present.
week?
Previous first week he was present, but last after 2:30 he was not present. He was absent.
Oh. Okay, Arun Kumar.
Yes, sir.
You tell me about the files. How should we operate with a file in the fitting shop? I mean,
How
there
should
are,
we-
there are certain procedures like how to hold the file, how to stand in front of the table, and how to work with a file. Can you say anything regarding this?
So I can't recall.
You can't recall. Which
Yes.
area you can recall?
So today's portion.
Today's portion only.
Yes.
Okay. Then you tell me, what is seasoning? What is the process of seasoning? Why we do seasoning? Tell me.
Yes. To increase the strength of timber.
To increase the strength
Yes, sir.
of the
And
timber.
stiffness. Yes.
Strength and stiffness of the timber. What else? Take it. This is the
And
property.
help to remove the moisture.
Yeah, that is the most important point. The moisture content is removed. How much it is removed? Any idea?
About 50%.
You are taking a chance.
Yes,
We have
I
discussed
can't.
it. Yeah, you don't know. We have discussed it in the class, probably where you are either not there or you have not listened. That is about the how many types of seasoning processes are there? Pratik?
Artificial, artificial and natural.
Which one takes more time?
Artificial.
Artificial takes more time to
That's why I
complete.
said natural. Natural.
Natural takes more time to complete.
Yes.
And approximately how much time? Any idea?
1 month.
All right, Ron Kumar. That's okay.
Yes. Okay.
So I think, sir, all are covered.
No, but what about Kundan? Kundan Sharma.
Kundan to আসেনি.
Kundan has
Yes,
come.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
Kundan has joined.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Morning he was absent.
Yes, sir.
Serial number 37.
Yeah, I was reported that he is having power cut in his area. Is it true, Kundan?
Yes, sir.
Now it is resumed.
Yes, sir.
So no problem of power is there. Where do you stay?
Yes.
Where do
From
you
Giridih, sir, Jharkhand.
Jharkhand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kundan, how many classes you have attended?
I have almost attended all the class. Perhaps I have missed 2 or 3 class.
3 classes. First 3 classes he was absent. And 2 days first class.
Acha, Kundan, quickly tell me. I will take the name of an instrument. You have to tell me where we use it. Okay? Suppose I tell you the name of the instrument or tool is a punch. You tell me where we use it and for what. A punch. Dot punch.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
To mark, sir. For marking.
For the marking process.
Yes.
Marking process on which area we use it? Carpentry or cutting shop or where?
Fitting shop, sir.
Fitting shop.
Yes.
So punch You said correctly. It is used for marking process and it is used for permanent marking.
Yes, sir.
And punch alone cannot be used. You have to use another tool with a punch. What is that?
Ball
have to-
pin hammer.
Yeah, one hammer is required. Ball pin hammer could be one. So my question to you is if punch is the instrument for permanent marking in the fitting shop, then what is the name of the instrument which is used for temporary marking? Because first we do temporary marking and then we go for permanent marking. So for temporary marking, which instrument we use?
A scraper, sir.
Bolo?
Yes, sir.
Take the name again.
Scriber.
Scriber. Are you asking question or you are answering?
No, sir, I am answering.
It is scriber. SCRIBER, scriber.
BER. Yes.
All right, Kundan, that's all right. Kundan Sharma is serial 37.
Yes.
So student, anyone not participated in the question answer session? Anyone?
I don't think any more students are there. So, TKG sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
think we can show them the photographs of those seasoning
process.
arrangement of seasoning. Students,
Okay.
we have discussed in the first half the seasoning process, where we have discussed about natural seasoning and artificial seasoning. And when we have discussed artificial seasoning, we said that artificial seasoning are done within a chamber where provisions of hot air to be circulated, steam to be circulated, and normal air to be circulated are there. So in cyclic order, these facilities are used, and time to time the samples are taken to make the wood or timber seasoned. So there are one, two, three pictures which will show you the arrangement of the how the wood or the timber are stacked. Here you can see
There is air seasoning.
this is the natural seasoning where only air is the resource we require, and you just check the arrangement of keeping the wood pieces. All the wood pieces here are not bulks. The bulks are kept on the top and the bottom, and the rest of the pieces are either plank or deals like that, which I have already told you that wood pieces are converted into this type. The interesting part is you see that all those are kept with a spacer in between. Spacer means the gap between two pieces. You will find plenty of air gap, and each row, when one row of wood is laid out, then the next row is laid out in the cross manner. That means 90 degree with the lower one. And the third row is also the pieces are kept in the transverse direction, that is cross manner. And this is done so that the gaps between the wood pieces are sufficient and enough circulation of air can take place. And the air can touch all the surfaces from all the sides. And slowly and steadily they take out moisture from the wood pieces, and we have this process of natural seasoning. You see, there is a roof on the top. There is a roof on the top. This roof prevents it from, in case there is rain, water, I mean, we don't need rain to moist again the wood pieces. So there is a roof on top of it, but all the other sides are open. All other sides are open to facilitate more amount of fresh air to circulate within the pieces. So here you can see that the pieces are kept in a definite order, as I have discussed in the class, and you can see also. So this definite order is required to allow more surface area of the wood to come in contact with the fresh air. And this is kept like this for, as I have said, a month.
Row and column.
Yeah. And everywhere there is gap, so that the air can be circulated through and through, from side, from bottom, from top,
Other side,
from all the sides, and take away the excess moisture which are not required for a good quality of wood or timber. So those are slowly and steadily absorbed by this air, and we get seasoned wood. Since it takes a long time, so natural seasoning is not always practiced everywhere. But to get best quality of wood, this natural seasoning or air seasoning, or even sometimes it is called air drying, this process is adopted for the best result, best quality of wood. তখন এটাকে একটু লার্জ করা যায় নাকি না?
লার্জ করব?
একটু করুন, দেখি সামনে থেকে একটু দেখুক। হ্যাঁ, আর একটা স্টেপ। হ্যাঁ, বাস।
These are the gaps.
You see the gaps.
And horizontal and verticals. Placing.
In both sides, the rows and columns, it has been stacked. And to allow enough amount of fresh air to get inside and touch every surface of the wood pieces and to absorb excess moisture from the wood pieces. Right. Any question regarding this, students? Regarding this artificial one?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
So I'll go the next.
You show the other picture if you have any.
That is the air.
You see, I have told you that water seasoning is part of artificial seasoning, where the waters, the logs, these are the logs. You see, if you want to see the logs, you can see the logs. There are certain trees which needs to be water seasoned. with the idea, number one is, I've told you that to allow it to absorb as much water as possible so that the drying condition, condition, timing, etc., can be ascertained properly. And one more thing is, there are certain amount of trees which have some materials which are inside the trees, inside the logs, which are unwanted for a finished wood. So in this process, when it is water season, when moisture, it absorbs water, that means moisture, then some of those materials which are unwanted are washed out along with the water. So these are the reasons. First, they are dipped in water, just kept in the water body for some time, and then they are taken out, and then the percentage of moisture is calculated. The sample is taken and percentage of moisture is calculated, and on that basis it is determined that which type of normally artificial seasonings are done for this. So which type of seasoning will be done, whether it will be a kiln seasoning or it will be a furnace seasoning, like that. So that these type of trees, a specific type of trees, are a few species, not all. Mostly water seasoning is not done. For a few species of plants, this water seasoning is required, and then the proper drying conditions, they are subjected to proper drying conditions. So that is the picture of it. Now we will go for kiln. Kiln seasoning is another one I told you. Kiln seasoning is something where you see, arekta step right. You see the wood pieces, they are kept in trolley. Here it is not kept inside a truck and carried inside a closed chamber, but it is carried inside a closed furnace. And this furnace is known as kiln, K-I-L-N, I have told you. Kiln is a type of furnace where the temperature control can be done very carefully, and all parameters can be set properly. So the wood pieces, you can see, but one thing you can ask, that here the wood pieces are kept one top of the other. Sufficient gaps in between the wood pieces are not visible. It's true, because these pieces, you can see long pieces. So if these long pieces are to be kept one row in one direction and the other row in a cross direction, then just imagine how much space it would have taken. And that total arrangement to push inside a kiln is impossible. That arrangement in a kiln can only be possible if small length of wood pieces are to be seasoned. Then that crisscross mounting can be done. Otherwise, in this case, the long pieces are put together on a trolley, and the trolley is wheeled inside the furnace, which this type of furnace is known as kiln, K-I-L-N, I have told you. Beside it, you can see the control panel where the parameters are fixed. But again, as I have told you, in all type of artificial seasoning, it is not done in one shot. It is dried for some time, then it is opened, then samples are collected of the material, sent for testing, and the percentage of water is ascertained. Now this way, one after another, you have to take intermittently the samples of the wood pieces which are under process for a artificial seasoning, like furnace seasoning, kiln seasoning, like that. So this is a picture of seasoning process. Of course, you can understand that it is a bit costly because you have to use a furnace, you have to use a kiln, and you have to use a power. So seasoning process increases the price of wood. In case of artificial seasoning, the price is directly it is added up because of application of this furnace, kiln, etc. And in natural seasoning, though there is no investment in terms of money, but there is investment in terms of time. So you cannot, if you are a merchant, wood merchant, then if you purchase some amount of wood, then you cannot sell it before, say, 2 months. So 2 months your money is blocked. So that is why the cost of wood is calculated accordingly. So natural seasoning is, though do not require any external investment of money, but it requires more investment of time. So this way, the price of both the process, like natural and artificial, increases the cost of wood from the original cost. So this is kiln.
So I have to show you the
Furnace.
total system of the clean seasoning.
Now you see there is inside, it is written as kiln seasoning, and it is shown, it's a different shape of kiln, and you can see that arrangement of wood is different here. The arrangement here, though because the wood pieces are not so long, so the arrangement can be like this. You can see it is, again, as I have told you in the morning session, it is kept on a trolley. You can see the wheels at the bottom. Yeah. So this trolley is there. On the trolley, the wood pieces are arranged as we have discussed, keeping gaps in between, and so that whatever hot air, steam is circulated inside the chamber, it's a closed chamber type. So we can have proper circulation of hot air, steam, etc. And you can see on the upper part, you will see there are the blue one, which has been shown with the cursor, that is the fan. The fan which blows hot air. Okay. So that supplying air that can be either hot or a normal temperature, depending upon whether you are switching on the furnace and the heater or not. If you switch on the heater and run the fan, then hot air will enter. And if you do not switch on the heater, only run the fan, then normal atmospheric air will enter. And you see the circular holes the circular holes here, this
These are
side and that.
pipes.
Those are pipes, the end part of the pipes, which are for steam entering steam. So these in phases, these are applied one after another, like hot air, then steam, then normal air. And again, in this case also, artificial seasoning is not done in one shot. Time to time, you have to take sample. You have to check the quality. You have to check the percentage moisture content present in the samples. And then because you cannot take out water, very fast. You can be faster than the natural process. That's true. But you cannot be very fast and take away the moisture within one day. It is not possible. Then the wood property will be gone because it's a natural product. So comparatively faster process is this when you compare with natural seasoning. But this also takes about 2 weeks, I told you. And in phases, this facilities are applied: hot air, steam. So hot air is used more, steam is used less. Steam is used, of course, steam is required because in case the percentage of moisture goes down below the desired level, then also it is not desirable. So then steam, which is itself hot as well as moist, because steam is vapor, water vapor. So depending on how much is the requirement, the operator decides. So you need to have skilled operator for running this type of furnaces: kiln furnace, round furnace, which was in earlier. All artificial seasoning. You need to have skilled operator who will step by step, who will be doing the work, taking the sample, sending it to the lab for testing, and when the report comes, then they proceed for the next step. This way, this artificial seasoning is done. This is the arrangement, and it's a closed one. You can see that there is a roof, there are walls. Front wall is kept open for us to see how it is inside. Otherwise, it is sealed from all sides. In case for this, if you have any question, you can ask.
Sir, that fan is for supplying hot air. So
Both.
that fan
It is supported with a heater.
Okay, sir.
If the heater is on, then it will supply hot air. If you do not run the heater, only run the fan, then only atmospheric air will be supplied. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So you have now a fair idea about how.
Sir, what about the battens? Battens that was there
in the picture?
Yes, sir. Battens. There was something called as
battens. Battens is a kind of
to take more gap
section.
Okay, sir. So it provides spacing between the
These are spacers. Yeah, these are called spacers, to create spaces between, so that the circulation of air or steam, whatever is uniform and touches as much area, surface area of the wood pieces to be sizzled.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. Yeah, now you can withdraw. TKG, sir. Now, one thing is there, you are having a few days holidays in front ahead, but today is which day? Thursday.
Yes, sir. Thursday.
Today is Thursday. The date is 23rd.
23rd. Yes.
So next Thursday will be 30th. Is it?
Yes, sir.
30th. So,
Yes, sir.
so I'll be talking with TKG, sir. If we want to have a small session with you on 30th, we will have. That I will let you know through the WhatsApp group, and we will have a small session, say maximum for an hour or so on workshop. If
When, sir?
Sorry?
Sir, on 30th.
30th is the next day, working day. I mean, next Thursday, yeah, 30th. So we are planning to it, not sure. If we take the class, we will inform you through the group, and it could be on the later side also, not in the morning, may not be in the morning. So let's see, about 45 minutes, 1 hour, we can take one session. That is a thing which is under consideration to us. So we will let you know if we take.
Sir,
Otherwise,
we'll discuss about carpentry or other topics, sir.
yeah, some part of carpentry is still left out. We can tell you the tools of carpentry.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Mhm. And when we reopen after that, there is a video on carpentry, how to work on. That is the last part we will show you, where you will see a piece of wood is cut into two pieces and a joint is made. So today now I will tell you about, today I will tell you at least the name of the joints which are used in joinery process. The process where in carpentry when pieces are joined, it comes under joinery process, Joinery, joinery, joining process. So there are few types of joining structure. Who is that?
Subranil Banerjee.
Who?
Subranil.
Sir, Subranil.
Ranil. Okay. So just see, just first of all, you write down the names of the joints we use in carpentry. Number one, we'll show you the how it looks like, but before that, write down the names. 3 of the joints we will tell you. 3 of the joints. There are few more, but for you, if you know this mostly used 3 joints, then I think it is sufficient. Number 1 is halving joint. The spelling is Halving, halving joint. Yeah, I think, yeah, see here. This is not halving.
What is tenant joint?
Please come to the halving joint.
Acha, okay, sir. 1 minute.
Halving joint is also known as lap joint, LAP, lap. Lap joint, yeah, here.
This is halving joint.
This is a halving joint. And you can see that one piece of wood is lapping over the other piece. So the thickness of the joint is equal to the thickness of the wood. So half of the thickness is taken from one piece and half of the thickness is taken from the other piece. And the measurement of the cut portions are equal, exactly equal. So one piece is, you see here, this will sit on the other. So this will sit on the other and the halving joint will be completed. So this is halving joint and this looks like a cross. When it sits on the lower one, it looks like a cross. So it is known as cross halving joint, it is written. So sometimes it takes the shape of a T. So it is called T halving joint. This is the T halving joint. The one will sit in the center of the other and make the joint. So it will be T halving joint. And if it comes at the corner, so it becomes corner halving joint. So this piece will sit on the other piece of it. So this is one type of joint, halving joint. The next type is, you write mortise and tenon.
Mortise and tenon joint.
You write the, you see the spelling here, M-O-R-T-I-S-E, mortise and tenon, T-E-N-O-N, mortise and tenon joint, where there is a groove made in one of the pieces, a central one. See, that's a groove. One groove is made in one of the pieces, and the other piece here has been thinned by taking out some material from that piece. And the measurement is equal, same measurement of the groove and the thickness of the piece which will enter into it. And this piece will enter into the groove and you will get a section which will be looking like a T. And that is why the part which goes inside is known as the tenon part. The top part is here tenon part and this is the mortise. So mortise and tenon joint is this type of joint where two pieces of wood are joined together by making a groove in one of it, and the other part, and the other section, the extra materials are taken out. There are sometimes there are two grooves. You can see there are two grooves, and the wood piece which will enter is been made exactly according to it with the cutting tools and saw. Yes.
Sir, we need to remember these drawings,
No, not
these
that.
diagrams.
No, you don't have to remember, but at least what is mortise joint and what is so many diagrams you don't have to remember.
So
But
the names we'll remember.
names you have to remember, and at least the basic thing that in mortise and tenon joint, one part enters into a groove of the other part. That is the mortise and tenon joint. And halving joint is one part overlaps on top of the other. That is the halving joint. At least this part you have to remember.
Sir, it will help if you send these photos, sir, in the group.
That we'll see.
Okay, sir.
And the third one is called a bridle joint. Bridle, B-R-I-D-D-L-E, bridle joint. Here, it's almost the same. Like it's a combination of both. You see that there is a groove made, but that is the open groove. And this part, this is the open groove made in one of the pieces, and the other piece is materials are taken out from both the sides, leaving in between the material, the material which is equal to the gap. So it will sit, it will enter into the gap and make a joint. So this is a bridle joint. So, and when it sits down, it looks like a T. So it is called T bridle joint. You see, when it sits on inside that groove, the shape is like a T. So it is a T brittle joint. And when it sits at a corner, it is known as corner brittle joint, like lap joint. So the concept you remember, we will try to send the picture. We'll see, so that you remember. All right. So next time, yeah, we will not continue the class anymore because you are in the verge of a holiday. And next time, yeah, come on, say, who is that?
Oh, sir, I am taking the attendance after.
Yeah, please. You take the attendance. No, it is over.
Sir, you will take class on 28th or 30.
20th. Today
Means you
is
told you will take class
That is your respective class day.
on next Thursday.
Okay, sir.
On 30th.
But sir, Somen sir told that from 27 to 30 there will be no second half. Only first half will happen.
ठीक है. If you are able to join the class, join it. You will be it will be.
Yes, sir. I will join, sir.
Yeah. So it will be a small, long, short duration class. Don't worry.
Okay,
We will inform you through the WhatsApp group. Now get the attendance.
So
Respond.
student, please respond. Arinita Sen,
Yes, sir.
Orgodip,
Present, sir.
কি হবে?
Anindo,
Present, sir.
Oishi Gundu. Oishi, are you there? No. Atul Raj,
Present, sir.
Marmik,
Present, sir.
Shiawal Farashat,
Yes, sir.
Raj Singh,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Shubronil,
Present, sir.
Niladri Ranjan Pal,
Present, sir.
Aditya Banerjee,
Present, sir.
Oendila Chakraborty,
Present, sir.
Obhirup,
Present, sir.
Shaurik Poddar,
Present, sir.
Prince Kumar,
Present, sir.
Present, sir. Prince, sir. Present.
Prince Kumar, both two students. That is both of them is Prince Kumar. Why you?
No, sir. I am Prince Kumar. Present, sir.
Okay. Shoumi Samanto,
Present, sir.
Abid Chakraborty,
Present, sir.
Aishi,
Ankita Chongdar,
just 1 second, TKG sir. Aishi Kundu wants to say something. Yes, Aishi, quick. What do you want to say?
Kundu is present. Sir, Oishi
Oh,
Kundu is
present.
present. My mic was not working at
Oh,
that
it's all
time.
right, all right. Aishi Kundu present upon.
okay. Oishi Kundu does not respond that time. Okay.
Serial
Shagni
4.
Mukherjee,
Mic was not working.
It's all right.
Shagnik was absent. Ankita Chongdar, Ankita,
Present, sir.
okay. Rito Cheta,
Present, sir.
Sojal Srivastava,
Present, sir.
Kriti,
Present, sir.
Soel Kole,
Present, sir.
Shantanu Kapas,
Yes, sir.
Satyam Bhattacharya, Satyam,
Present, sir.
okay. Elan Raza, Pooja Kumari,
Present, sir.
Aman Gupta,